Hey everyone, in this video we're going to be going over how to sync versus alternate sync your multicolor linear Zs. Now your Z6, Z8, and Z12 models all use the same programmability, but for demonstration purposes we're going to go ahead and use two of our Z12 linears here. So for starters, I went ahead and tied my units together. As you can see, I have my red positive cables and my black ground cables tied together. So I'm going to go ahead and get these hooked up and turned on. Now, you'll notice my units are not on the same flash pattern. The first step is to make sure I get all of my units on the same flash pattern. So the easiest way to do that is to take my yellow flash pattern cables and tie all of those together and use my steady burn shortcut feature, which is basically taking my yellow pattern cables and holding it to the positive for about 2 seconds. And basically what that does is it just resets the pattern so I can easily get all of my units on the same flash patterns. Now, once I've done that, it may look like my units are in sync, but they're not officially programmed in sync just yet. The next step is to take my white sync cables and tie those together. Once I've tied my white sync cables together, I simply power my unit off and back on, and now my units are officially in sync. So I can use my pattern cables and cycle between different flash patterns and my units will stay in sync. Now if I want to program my units to alternate sync, I need to follow those same steps. But now I need to take my blue cables from all of my units and I need to program a group A and a group B. Now the way I do that is I take my blue cable for my group A units and I hold it to the positive for about 2 seconds. And I take my blue cable for my group B units and I'm going to hold it for about 4 seconds, skipping over group A and going to group B. Like you see there. Now once I've done that, I simply again turn my unit off and back on, and now my units are in alternate sync. Now because these are multicolor units, you're actually going to get 9 total patterns in alternate sync. You're going to get multicolor patterns in 3 speeds, slow, medium, and fast. And then you're going to get color A patterns in 3 speeds, slow, medium, and fast. And then color B patterns, slow, medium, and fast. And then it just cycles back to your multicolor alternate sync patterns in slow, medium, and fast, and you toggle those using your yellow flash pattern cables like you see here. Now, if I want to go from alternate sync to regular sync, I simply take my white sync cables that are tied together and I'm going to hold it to the positive for about 3 seconds. And if I want to go from regular sync back to alternate sync, I'm going to take the same white cables and just quickly tap it to the positive. And again, you have your 3 speeds, slow, medium, and fast, and your color A versus color B alternate sync patterns. That's pretty much it, pretty straightforward. If you have any questions, give us a call. We'd be happy to help.